you like that? You gon' like that? Bring out the voltage. How you like that?
For number 1, we have Jimin from AOA. AOA's Jimin has become the victim of body shaming after she updated her Instagram with recent photos of herself vacationing in her swimsuit. In the photos, Jimin can be seen wearing a one-piece polka dot swimsuit and cute double buns as she cheers with a bottle of alcohol. She simply updated her fans that she's having a good time vacationing with her friends after a long promotional schedule. But a group of netizens began to body shame her, claiming she had the body of an elementary school kid. The comments shot up to the most liked comments section as other malicious haters jumped on to attack Jimin. Thankfully, another group of sane netizens defended her and criticized the malicious commenters as murderers. They claimed they were doing the same thing to Jimin that they did for Sully and Guhara. Hopefully, Jimin will pay no minds to the malicious commenters and focus solely on the love and support for her fans who put her happiness and health above all else. Next we have Wayza from Mamamoo. Mamamoo Wayza has always been the target of hate, and she manages to carry those issues without stress. The idol is known for her chic personality and for savagely addressing body-shaming comments thrown at her. In one of her stage performances, she shared a story to the audience that made them in awe. She went to tell them how a particular person gave a lewd comment targeting her physical appearance and how she converted it into something that will certainly encourage anyone to end body shaming. While she was speaking to her fans, Wayza started to say, "One day, I went to an audition, and an instructor told me this: you are unique, and you sing very well, however, you are fat and not pretty at all." The crowd started to make noise at such a story. They were shocked at how the K-pop idol went through when she was still starting as an artist. She continued, "Soon I found myself promising this: if I don't fit into this generation's beauty standard, I will have to become a different standard." As soon as they heard her savage rebuttal towards the rude comments thrown against Wayza, the crowd started cheering for her. Even her backup dancers were amazed with her response. She also added that after she went home, she sobbed in front of her computer. Wayza definitely felt the weight of being body shamed by someone who hasn't even seen everything that she is capable of as a performer. Today, Mamamoo Wayza has practically fulfilled her words by changing the standard South Korean beauty. She has been showing others how comfortable and confident she is with her skin and body. The idol had been seen wearing no makeup and had even opened up about eating 300 calories of food a day, defying other idols who starved themselves just to become skinny. Next we have Kyla, who is an ex-Priston member. So many netizens attacked Kyla while she was in Priston, as they said she was too fat and gaining too much weight. Luckily some people had some common sense and stood up for her. Kyla was a teen getting so much hate on her appearance. "I'm also 15 and I know if I was in her shoes getting all this hate I would break down," Pleiades Ent announced on October 12 that Kyla would take a break from the group's activities due to health issues. She also returned back to the States to focus on recovery. Being body shamed when she was just 15 is just the example of how stupid and unreasonable people can be. Next we have Umji from G-Friend. Friends Umji received quite a number of negative comments from the netters. The youngest member of G-Friend was often bullied by nasty comments because she was considered to be not as beautiful as the other members. Netizens were also frequently referring to Umji as the ugly member of G-Friend. Umji used to have cute chubby cheeks since she was a teenager. Lately, she has become a hot topic of conversation among the public due to her weight loss. She first confessed that she lost about 8 to 9 kilograms since her debut days. She managed her diet by reducing the carbs intake. Her trainer revealed that Umji comes into workout at least once a day and sometimes twice if her schedule allows it. Umji once had a thought that it was best not to eat anything. She said, "In the past, I thought it was just better to not eat. But when I get hungry, I eat healthy snacks. When you chew on something, you get less hungry." She recommends healthy protein chips and teas, such as tangerine peel tea, hibiscus, and puert, to help keep your appetite under control. Umji also said, "During my debut days, my company forced me to exercise and it felt like I was being punished. But one day, As I felt myself getting healthier, I learned to treasure my body and cheer myself on. Her recent transformation through diet has amazed many people, as she now also has a very sophisticated and chic characteristic about her as well. Next we have Wendy from Red Velvet. Like Kyla, Wendy also has a unique body. Her arms and waist aren't affected by weight gain, but fat typically goes to her legs and face. Before debuting in Red Velvet, she was a little on the chubbier side, which caused her to be denied by Cube Entertainment, despite the fact that her vocal skills were good enough to let her train and debut. Nevertheless, Wendy continued to audition but decided to lose weight. In 2012, Wendy auditioned for SM Entertainment, the company that created groups SNSD and FX, as you may or may not know, and immediately caught their attention. Wendy was recruited to SM as a trainee. She trained for 2 years, before debuting in Red Velvet with the song Happiness. Though Red Velvet was a pretty big success when they debuted, they also had a large number of antis against them, due to the fact that they debuted when FX was still in hiatus, also because their debut MV had some references to the Hiroshima/Nagasaki atom bombing and 9/11. Nevertheless, Wendy kept her new figure until Ice Cream Cake era. Ice Cream Cake promotions were pretty much fine until around July, September, when her weight ballooned. Though she looked fit, the sudden weight gain was criticized by Knets. Red Velvet came back with Dum Dum in September 2015, and Wendy continued to gain weight, losing the toned thighs that she had in previous eras. Unfortunately, Wendy got even more hate from Knets and the media. Back to back, Knets would essentially fat shame her. During this time, Wendy slowly started to be put on a diet by SM. After Dum Dum era, Wendy and the rest of Red Velvet was inactive for close to half a year, causing people to essentially stop talking about her weight. But once Red Velvet came back in the spring of 2016, people continued to talk about her weight again. Despite the fact that Wendy was put on a strict diet, her weight was relatively the same, even though the rest of members lost the weight they gained in Dum Dum era. This caused Knets and some fans to be surprised by this, which eventually ended up to her being criticized for her weight again. I'm assuming this was when Wendy started to restrict the things she was eating and become really conscious of her weight. Red Velvet came back with the album Russian Roulette, and Wendy's body was completely different. She was a lot slimmer compared to her figures in Dum Dum and the Velvet era. Wendy was around the same size she was in Red Velvet's debut, losing pretty much all the weight she gained in the span of 4 months. Her losing the weight caused her to get a large amount of praise and love from Knets, even though months ago Knets treated her differently. For the next person we have CL from 2NE1. Many have speculated on the cause of CL's weight gain, some guessing that the singer was dealing with some health issues, perhaps binge eating from the stress due to alleged disputes with her agency, YG Entertainment. But recent reports have clarified that the weight gain was due to her move to America to work on her English album. She was still adapting to her new life there and wasn't able to exercise as often as she used to. Whatever the reason behind her weight gain, it really shouldn't matter. Yes, CL has gained some weight. Yes, she still looks fab. Most importantly, yes, she can still deliver a kick-ass performance. As she said at her MTV Asia Hyperplay 2018 performance, "Sometimes, people tell you how to live your life. You know, girls, you just need to roll your eyes, shake it off and walk away.